Well, I'd like to let you in on a little secret. I bought a Cessna 180 I've been rebuilding for, I don't know, since I got it 4, 5, 6 months ago, and had an old camera hatch in it. Took the camera hatch out, reskinned the belly here. Man, it looked like somebody shot it with a shotgun. Replaced the back skins. As you can see down through the holes there, just got that going. Put all new cables in. And working in the back, way back there. Got all those bell cranks out. Yeah, taking it all apart. I've taken the windshield out of my Cessna 180 53. Oops. I've taken the windshield out of my Cessna 180 53. You can see they use some sort of felt here between the windshield, and it's also made to float a little bit, I believe. So I just got to clean all this stuff. They got some sort of gooey stuff there, but yeah. Put in an LP Aero one-piece windshield. Well, that looks like it all removed there. You can see there's a bunch of old dirt and crap underneath there, and I'll be able to clean this up and really get nice to the top of my panel there when I go to repaint it. The holes have all gotten kind of little egg-shaped, but we'll work with those as we go. And yeah, it looks all right. I also took out the defroster vent here. As you can see, it was all boogered up and wasn't moving. Also, now I'll be able to get to the top of my instrument panel and strip that real good before I put a coat of flat black. Also, I've got to put in a V-brace that comes from up there somewhere down to here somewhere, and haven't quite got my V-brace yet, but we'll figure that out when it comes. So I've etched an Aladine to my best of my ability, where I'm going to spray my paint for my glare shield, and cleaned up as best I could inside, getting it ready. Yeah, she's getting better all the time. So I had to drill out this piece. This is the old piece that sat right up in there. Got to drill that out, and then you got to put this one in place of it. And that goes right up in there, about 60, 70 rivets or something. I also have my reinforcement up there all in, and my V-brace is coming soon. So I've got my piece riveted in here. I painted it black before I put it in, and it's riveted all the way along the bottom. I left a couple out in the middle that I have to deal with that are a little bit bigger, and so the windshield goes right in here. And I got my rivets put in the top, and I put my doubler in, if you can see that underneath the panel, and it's looking good. I put this piece of windshield, the first piece in, and I glued it in with some 1728 or something. I got some expired PRC, and glued it in, kind of bonded it in, clipped it all in, it's all painted up, glare shield's looking nice. I'm still waiting on my V-brace from Atlee Dodge. They're kind of goofing around with that, and got my floor in. Everything's looking really cool. Seats are in. Yeah, man. So in the installation of my windshield, I had to build a V-brace for the float kit, and I fabricated it, and as you can see, this is kind of how I did it. I got one, but it never fit quite right, so I returned it, and they gave me my money back and shipping and all that. So in talking to some old guys, they just said make your own. So I'm just making my own, waiting for my welder to show up. I think it'll be pretty good. As you can see, it's really nice and level. The eye never lies. And I've only drilled one hole up here, and I'll drill the last one as soon as I'm all welded. This is 80 thousandths, 4130, and 5/8 4130 049 wall steel tube. I made it out of 41. Well, I finally got my V-base made, fabricated it myself. Turned out real nice. This is 5/8 inch tubing, 049 wall, 80 thousandths plate here and here. You got to watch out, this bolt has to be turned around because you can't get it in this way if you're doing your windshield. So I'm moving right along. Putting in a little insulation, put in my seat belts like that. So I've set my windshield in here and I'm looking at it. It looks like I'm going to have to trim it. Also with the V-brace in there. Once I tuck this part of the windshield into here, I'm afraid I'm never going to get it out again. It won't just slide in. I'll have to pry it and pop it in, I guess. Probably easier in the middle where there might be a little bit more room, but once I pop that thing in, I don't think I'm going to get it out. And it requires a little bit of felt and some other things. I think I'm going to have to trim the front of it. Trying to figure out how far it goes in here. But it's going to need some trimming. So I've been trimming my windshield. I measured from the top of the windshield to the bottom there on my old windshield. It measured about 30 inches. This one measures about 31. So I put it up and I kind of got an idea where to trim. I also measured my friend's 56 180 and it measured about 30 inches. So I'm just trimming it down. I'm using a Dremel tool down there, little shoots, like reporter always helps. So just whittling my way down, give it a try. I think 180. Well, I trimmed my windshield here. I must have taken about an inch off the front. I got it really sitting pretty nice now. I took 2 cuts at it. First cut a little shy, second cut just went for it. This measurement was about right on my old windshield, 18 inches. I still don't have it in here yet. If I were to do over again, I'd fit the windshield before I put this in and just have it clecoed up there. But such is life. So it looks pretty good. Yeah. Well, I got it in. It's all tucked in, got the felt on this side. Haven't put my band on yet. You see it fits pretty well. It's tucked in up here. It was really, really tough to get this in with this on. So I probably suggest, it's not real clear in the instructions, but don't put this on until you trim your windshield and have it all set. So trim your windshield and then put this up and cleco it in place and back and forth until you got it fit just right. I had it trimmed really close, but when I put it in here, the windshield kind of coasted down a little bit, but I still had to trim off some here. It fits real well though. It's tied all the way around. I got the felt on the inside. I put felt down in here and felt across there. You got to watch, if you peel the felt all the way over to the other side, it's actually pretty large. I got the felt on the top and I got some felt on the bottom, but it is a tight fit. It's looking pretty good. It fits this side. maybe pooched out just a little bit, but I think it's all because of this piece here not quite being in the right place. I'm not too worried about it. I'll just fill it in a little bit, I think. Watch where you put your felt. Sometimes it goes up. I have some felt a little bit exposed. It'll all cover though, and then I'll put 1425 B1/2 for a seal all the way across and around the top. I'm getting closer. It'll be good. It's a nice install. Way better improvement. I mean, just nice to have a clean piece of glass. Think 180. So I've got my windshield in. I'm starting to put the screws in. I put the screws in and slowly tighten them down, but underneath this I put some PR 1428, which is a really gooey stuff, just under here. Here I used a nice little silicone Dow Corning 732. It's pretty good stuff. Had a tube of that laying around, and I just made a nice little bead around the corner. One of the things you want to do is make sure that when you put it down, immediately you go and run your finger across it or straighten it out. I had it taped on both sides and just pulled the tape, and also did here. I kind of let it sit a little too long before I came back and really fussed with it, and it kind of gobbed up on me a little bit here and there. But other than that, it looks pretty good. And so I've got my screws going in. They're 832. You got to be careful. Some of these come out really close to the frame there. I'm not sure what I'll do about that one. And got the tape. I did the top also. You can see right there. But it's looking pretty good. Well, I finished putting my windshield in. I got all the screws in, all painted. Everything went really well. It's a pretty good installation. I put a little silicone here. Underneath here I have a PRC. Sealed that up real well. Yeah, it looks all right. Looks pretty good. Just fitting out some other panels now. So all in all, it's a good install. My buddy's working on his over here. He's got a little ways to go, but I'm sure he'll make it. He's doing all the windows. I got to do the rest of mine, I guess. You know, I'm a bad influence. Bad influence on people. Start ripping their airplanes apart. Firewall. Got an engine mount coming. Pretty soon.